Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Wish Infinite. In this video, we will explore the browser type tool in Playwright MCP Server. This tool allows us to interact with text input fields by simulating real user typing into editable elements. So here, browser type is a core tool in Playwright MCP Server that lets you type text into input boxes, text areas, and any editable elements on the web page. Almost every automation involves entering data into forms like username, password, search bar, comments, etc. So whenever Playwright MCP Server sees related prompt where you want to type something into any of the input field, automatically this browser type tool will get used. And now let's understand this prompt which we will provide. But before that, I am considering that you have already done all the prerequisite setup for the Playwright MCP Server. We would be using Playwright MCP Server with GitHub Copilot inside VS Code. If you are not aware about the prerequisites and have not done any setup for the Playwright MCP Server, I would recommend you to go to my playlist, which is Automation using AI and MCP Servers. Here you would be able to see these two videos related to the setup. I would recommend you to watch these videos for installing all the prerequisites and for performing proper Playwright MCP Server setup with GitHub Copilot inside VS Code. And if you are very new to MCP Server, I would recommend you to watch this complete playlist. I will provide link of this playlist and of these two videos into the description, or you can click onto this I button at top right corner to access these videos and this complete playlist. Now let's talk about our prompt. So here in the prompt I have mentioned that navigate to this wishinfinite.com and go to form section under playground. So here I am talking about my website, which is wishinfinite.com. Here I mentioned that we need to go to the form section under playground. So under playground we have this form section. That's what we have mentioned. And then fill the value in the text input field using Playwright MCP Server. So here into this text input field, I want to fill a value. This is very basic prompt just to explain this browser type tool for you. So here we want to enter any value, right? You can mention the value also which you want to enter. So like this, you may be having different input fields. It can be direct input field, text area, password field, email field. You would be able to enter value using this browser type tool. So now let's provide this particular prompt into GitHub Copilot inside VS Code, where it would be using Playwright MCP Server. Let me copy this prompt. If you want to type this prompt inside GitHub Copilot, that's your choice. Now let's open VS Code, and here I have already installed this GitHub Copilot extension. If you have not installed it, you can go to this extension section and install GitHub Copilot extension. In the setup video, I have already explained how to do that. Now before providing the prompt, I would like to show you that if you are not using Playwright MCP Server, what exactly you will have to do to enter the value inside the input field. So for that, you should have proper Playwright setup. Here I am using Playwright with TypeScript. After that, you will have to create one sprite.ts file. Like this, here I have created inside the tests folder. Then you'll have to import the test from the Playwright test module. After that, we need to create one test block where we need to provide the title as well as one anonymous function where we would be using this page fixture. Then we will have to use these methods to go to the specific page, to click onto the playground, and then the forms option on the left hand navigation. And after that, here we have line to enter the value inside the input field, where first we will have to detect the element, and then by using this fill method, we will have to enter the value. So here into the program, we open this site wishinfinite.com. Then we are clicking onto this forms after going onto this playground section. After that, in the code, we have mentioned that we want to enter some value here. Let me execute the script quickly, which will enter this Wish Infinite into the text input field. See, now it is opening the site, and here it went to this form section under playground and then entered Wish Infinite inside this text input field. So now, rather than using this Playwright code, we are going to use this prompt. Let me copy this prompt. Let's go back to the VS Code. Now we don't need this Playwright setup, and we also don't need this particular test script file. Here we are just going to simply provide the prompt inside the GitHub Copilot. So let's provide the prompt. Here don't forget to select the agent and model of your choice. Here I am selecting this Claude Sonnet 3.5. Now let's send this particular prompt. So click here and see here it has started performing all the actions. First it is trying to navigate to this particular website. Let me click onto the allow. If you want, you can allow in this session or workspace or always allow. You can change your preferences also later. So for now, I'm clicking onto this allow in this session. Now it has went to this particular site. Now it is trying to click onto this playground button. Let's allow in this session. And now it clicked onto this form section, although it is the first section. But anyhow, it would be able to click onto any of the section which we will mention. Now here, this is the browser type tool which it is using, which will enter value inside this text input field. Here you can see the details that this is the reference, this is the element which is text input field, and here it is the text that hello from Playwright. If you want, you can also give the data that what exactly is the text you want to enter. So in the prompt, you can mention that it will automatically pick that particular value. And here, if you are going to enter values into multiple text fields, you can simply select this allow in this session or any of these options. And see, it has entered that text value. And now it is showing a small summary that what exactly it has done. So it has navigated to this visinfinite.com, went to this playground section, then selected the forms category, which is this one, and then entered this value inside this hello from Playwright. And here, as we were talking about this browser type tool, so here that tool is getting used. Let me expand it. See, this is the input section. And here under the output, we are able to see that indirectly it is using this fill method, right? Here, element is getting detected and then it is filling the value, which is hello from Playwright. This browser type tool is there inside the Playwright MCP server. If you want to just have a look at it, you can just click onto this configuration tools option. Here, if you will scroll down, then under MCP server Playwright, you would be able to see browser type tool, which is this one. Its name is browser type, and here is the description that it types text into editable elements. And guys, if you're finding this playlist helpful, let me know in the comments below and feel free to share your suggestions. I would love to hear your thoughts. And now I will conclude this video here. But before we wrap up, let me give you a quick recap. So here we saw that browser type is a core tool in Playwright MCP server that lets you type text into any of the editable input field. And here is the prompt which we have used, where we are navigating to this particular site and then we are entering the value inside the text input field, which is this one. So we want to go to this form section under playground and then we want to enter some value. And the same prompt we have provided into GitHub Copilot inside the VS Code. So like this, we have provided the prompt and automatically it started performing all the actions. It opened the browser, it navigated onto this particular website, then it went to the playground section, then clicked onto this form section. After that, it has used browser type tool to enter value inside the text input field. And like this, you can provide any prompt for any of your site and try entering the value by just giving the prompt. You can use your own language, but try to provide proper prompt so that Playwright MCP server would be able to perform proper action using our AI assistant, which is GitHub Copilot. You can use any of the AI assistant like Claude, Cursor, or any other AI assistant. And that's it from my end. You can click onto this first card to go to the next video. You can click onto the second card to access the whole automation using AI and MCP servers playlist, and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. If you have any comments, questions or doubts, you can let me know into the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day.